Welcome to the Boys and Goal podcast. I'm Ricky.
I'm Jordan.
And today we have a couple of games that we have to catch up on. We have two games. Sadly, our winning streak or our not losing streak came to an ending in a spectacular way. Two losers back to back.
Spectacular? Unspectacular.
Unspectacular.
Yeah, we were bad. Episode over.
Yeah. I mean, there's really not much to say, really. Our guys needed rotation. Our team needed rotation. Our guys needed rest. So we've been having some pretty different, I guess, lineups. Some guys went to the Gold Cup. It's just all over the place. It's basically a perfect storm.
Yeah, just we're missing. I mean, we had Schaffelberg for Montreal. Yeah. But for Columbus, we were missing both of our wingers, Schaffelberg and Pico, and Bunbury is currently injured. So it's just not a good time to lose all those players. So we had, especially the Columbus game, we played such a weird formation in that one. Yeah,
it seemed like I still trust Gary, of course. He's been doing good. It's just a weird formation, but it's also a weird people that we have, I guess, available.
Yeah, there's not a lot of choices, though, unfortunately, because, our depth has never been great. I think it's better than previous years currently, right. But missing both Schaffelberg and Pico, as well as Bunbury, hurt a lot.
Yeah, our whole front is gone.
That Columbus lineup really just is still throwing me off. I'm looking at it right now. We played a 5-3-2, so we played a 5 at the back. Mayer, Zimmerman, and McNaughton as the three center backs. Of course, Lovitz at left and Mweel on the right.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, Shaq must be out or something. No, he's on the bench.
Yeah, he's on the bench.
He's on the bench. And I get,
Rotation,
I get he plays pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
Because we don't. We have Yikes now, but we don't really have much depth at the right back position. Because, Yikes is still young and he's not quite to the MLS level, I don't think. But it's just felt weird. And I know this game the Columbus game was 3 days after the Montreal game, so I understand the need for rest, but it's weird that we played Mweel as a wing back.
And then it tells you how Zubek is doing to not start. They had Hawkinson and Hani Mukhtar on the front. If this is correct, if that's the right formation and everything, because I saw Hani going around.
Yeah, the one I'm looking at has Mukhtar and Leal up top.
Oh, see.
I don't know about that, but another thing about this Columbus lineup that's really bugging me. Why did Anunga start and play all 90 minutes?
Yeah.
We have Gregush and Davis on the bench. Why is Anunga playing 90 minutes in this match?
Wait, which one?
Columbus.
No, he came out.
Well, either way, he started and he was in for a majority of the game.
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
It's Sean Davis, who captained New York Red Bulls for 7 years?
Yeah.
And Gregush, another league veteran. Why? I feel like I like Anunga more than most Nashville fans do. He is a bit of a liability because, our normal here comes Anunga. How long until he gets a yellow card? But
that has gotten better for sure.
It has, but it's just his style of play doesn't help much lately because he does play a lot of back passes, which in this, I guess that's probably why. I guess that's probably why Gary went with him, because this is a very defensive formation, 5 at the back.
Yeah.
So
he did play 85 minutes. He almost played all 90.
That's a majority.
That's what you were saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So him for Gregush, I would have liked to see Gregush start instead of Anunga.
I understand Gregush not starting because he did start against Montreal.
Yeah, but he doesn't start usually.
Both Gregush and Davis did. But yeah, Gregush doesn't get a ton of playing time for us, which I think is a tragedy.
Yeah, he needs more time out there. But although Brian Anunga, he needs those minutes as well. Like, he has played more than Gregush with us, but both of them, they need that. I think that Anunga might have a little bit more potential than Gregush just because, age-wise, I guess.
Right.
But either way, I mean, if it's not working, switch it up a little bit, We were still, we were down by 1 at the first half. And then, second half, shake it up, put Gregush in there and see what he can do,
Yeah, Anunga's the guy you want out there when you're going for high intensity. And I don't think we went high intensity against
we couldn't.
Columbus.
There's no way. I mean, we didn't have a front. I mean, we had Leal and Mukhtar. Hawkinson, he's really good at the hold up and trying to get the ball and being right on them. But I mean, it really sucks that he's just not there for the attacks. He's there for defensively, but we needed a forward. For sure. We needed more forward.
Yeah, just a strange lineup. I guess that's probably another reason for Muil playing right back, that wing back, because a 5-3-2 can easily become a 3-5-2. Just move the wing backs up, playing higher up the pitch, which they are. The fullbacks always play higher up anyway, which that's just kind of the general role of a fullback now, is they go up the wing and supply crosses into the box. So even though he's technically a wing back, I guess he was playing more of a right midfield position. But that midfield of Anunga, McCarty, and Hawkinson, or Leal, depending on which lineup's correct, because it is weird to me that Leal would be playing striker. But
yeah, I think that he was just kind of like hovering around trying to get balls through. So he was kind of like in between trying to bring up the balls. I thought, I guess, because you really don't want him at the very front. You want him to be one behind.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm looking at this lineup, and I mean, Mukhtar is kind of our only goal scorer in general over the past 2-3 years, until we brought in Schaffelberg, Pico, and of course Bunbury had a little stretch last year. But Leal has lost a few steps, I feel, since his injury.
Yeah.
Still seems rusty. I think, did he come out at halftime? I don't remember.
Yeah, on the Montreal he came out on the 71st, and against Columbus he came out on the 80th.
Okay, so, yeah, I'm thinking of a different game then. But regardless, it's like I said, he scored against Toronto, saved us a point there, but that was just kind of dumb luck because their goalkeeper kind of fumbled that. But
I still think that was such a powerful kick that it hit it. He should have. I mean, the goalie should have parried it for sure. But
that's a savable goal. That should not have gone in. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that is okay.
So when you look at this full lineup, the only people that have scored this season, of course, Mukhtar, Leal has one kind of fluke goal, and Muil. I don't think anybody else on this team, the starting lineup, scored, except Zimmerman, but he's a center back, obviously.
Yeah.
Until it's the last 5 to 10 minutes, then he becomes a striker.
And then Muil,
which I really like that, by the way.
Yeah.
If we're kind of desperate near the end of the game and Zimmerman starts playing higher up.
Yeah.
It's such an interesting thing.
It works. I mean, I don't know. It hasn't paid off yet.
It hasn't produced anything, but it's just having that extra guy up there.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And yeah, we know he can score headers, so having him up there to get on the end of a Moore or a Lovett's cross.
Yeah, I'm glad to have Zimmerman back. Like the defense hasn't looked we lost it in a shutout. Like we didn't score any goals, but that doesn't really mean that our defense was bad. Like we were facing Columbus that they normally score a lot, and they had a lot of their guys playing. So that doesn't really mean that our defense was bad.
I'd say the fact we held them to, well, technically held them to 1. The second one was an own goal, but
that was unlucky.
Holding them to 1 and +1 goal at Columbus, I think, is not a horrible result. But I mean, looking at that lineup, I feel like we kind of never stood a chance, to be completely honest.
Yeah, and you know that to be fair, even though Mayer scored the own goal, I think it was a 7.9 in score. Like his score was 7.9. And he was, one of the top players for us. So, I mean, our defense tried. I mean, we can't do anything if we're not scoring and we're not keeping them away from our goal. Like it was just constantly pressured, we handled it well. Like you said, I think 2 is decent. It's just not. It was not the best showing. It was not the best lineup, but it's still, it is what we had to work with.
Yeah, even though their first goal in the 20th minute was not great defending, but that's kind of.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the highlights at the moment. That's kind of Mayer got kind of. Not sure whose fault that is. It's Mayer. That's 100% Mayer's fault. But I mean, they also McNaughton was out of position too, but it ended up not really mattering because the guy he would have been covering was wide open on the side, but he didn't pass the ball, so ended up not mattering. But oh my god, they hit the gritty on us.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh man,
that's a rage quit in FIFA.
I mean, our defense didn't score bad. It's just you can see that Muil scored low.
Another got bodied off the ball too.
Bit. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was all on Anunga. Is that the one that the first goal against Columbus? Yeah.
Yeah, he was collecting the ball and just kind of got.
He should have booted it.
Bodied off of it by Zelarayan.
I don't know what he was doing. I mean, he was just he fumbled the ball there just a little bit, and then Zelarayan just came in and just bumped him. It wasn't a foul. I don't think that was a foul. That was just bump. Anunga just should have cleared it instead of waiting. I don't know why he was just holding the ball there. He was just asking for trouble. So I think that overall, like, that started the goal. I'm not saying like that everything was on Anunga, but it started there.
Yeah. His mistake led to the goal.
Yeah, his mistake. Yeah. But I mean, overall, I don't know if we could have. It's really hard because like all the people that we're playing, it's just kind of hard to ask more from them because we know that what they do as they're playing. I guess that's kind of sad to say.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying with when I said looking at this lineup. I'm not really sure we ever stood a chance.
Yeah,
because I mean,
Mukhtar was like not even in. I mean, he was doing some things, but he can't do everything.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, yeah, props to Columbus for that. They completely shut him down.
Yeah.
But of course, there was that moment in somewhere in the 50th minute, like 50 to 60 somewhere, where we were on a corner and Honey and one of their guys headbutted the crap out of each other.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that probably threw him off for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and then he came off of that and tackled the guy, like on purpose and he got a
frustration.
Yellow. Yeah, frustration. Like it was the same guy that headbutted him, So it's just that he had it out. Like he was like, "Why do you do that?"
I mean, they were both going for a header. I don't think that was really anyone's fault.
Yeah,
that's just what happens sometimes.
Yeah, he's just frustrated, I guess. But yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, the Montreal game, pretty uneventful.
Yeah, we kind of skipped over it. Just went straight.
We just kind of skipped over. Yeah, 1-0. It's not much there.
Yeah, I mean, I felt we were really bad against Montreal, especially comparing lineups between the matches, because we actually had Schaffelberg in, and we were playing our diamonds, which has worked so well this season.
I feel like we were missing a couple of guys. It was Zimmerman and Godoy, I think, right?
Yeah, Zimmerman was on the bench.
Yeah.
Godoy was out for, I assume it was still Nations League at that time.
Yeah, Nations League, yeah.
And then Pico was hurt, and we didn't have...
Pico was out for
I meant Bunbury was hurt. Pico was...
Yeah, Bunbury was hurt.
Was out with Haiti, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how long it takes for Bunbury to come back. I mean, that's another thing that we can talk about. Every time that he leaves for a couple of games. Not more than a couple of games, I mean. Last year, it took him a while to get back.
Yeah,
this year he had been pretty good.
I mean, I've been critical of him in recent episodes just because he's not producing as I feel he should be as our striker. But I mean, yeah, we still need him, you know.
Yeah, you feel his absence. That's something good from him, you know. Like he does things, and even though he's not producing, he's still doing other things, you know. Yeah, I mean, we definitely need a 9. We'll see what we can get in the window is about to open, right?
I believe it's in July. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's no rumors yet. I guess there was one. You mentioned one, right?
Yeah. I was about to say, is there anyone? 'Cause we kind of talked about a few of them. Anyone you're kind of leaning more towards preferring?
I mean, just anyone. I would like it. You know, we had a young player that can produce, and I think that we still would need somebody that can do some hold up a little bit, because just that's how we play. You know, if they can harass them and get some errors out of them, that'll be good. I just haven't seen any of these other guys. I don't remember their names. If you wanna,
yeah, I've got our group chat pulled up. Yeah, so the guys we mentioned, I'm probably gonna get this name wrong. He's Argentinian, so however this would be pronounced, Juan Deneno. He's 29 years old. I believe he plays for Pumas. I think I saw that there's rumors that he's potentially leaving. I didn't see why, but he scored twice against Seattle in the CCL final last year, and he also scored 2 and the final penalty shot to knock out New England in the same tournament.
There you
go. Yeah, he's 29, but I mean he can score against MLS teams. Yeah. So I mean, if we can pull that off, I think he would play. I think he'd be a big signing for us.
Yeah.
And then there was another one that I mentioned that I said I don't think is really an option. I'd like this guy, but I don't see this happening. So this other one, it's a Norwegian dude named Tobias Lauritsen, who is in the Eredivisie in the Netherlands. So he just signed with I think it was Sparta Rotterdam, and he scored 14 and assisted 5 in the Eredivisie last year.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, he's performing in. I think the Eredivisie is the 7th biggest league in the world, like based on UEFA coefficients or whatever it is. So I don't see him taking, that step backwards. Even though MLS, I believe, obviously is getting better. It's obviously a step back from the Eredivisie.
Where would the MLS rank on that then?
It's hard to say because they usually do it by continent.
Oh, okay.
Rather than like world ranking. I think I would say we're top 10 to 15 in the world.
Yeah. I mean, if he doesn't get any offers from the other ones, hey, hop on over. He's going to play with Messi.
Well, I mean, this was his first year with them. So, I mean, he's probably got more time on his contract.
Okay.
And he also, like I said, that's 19 goal contributions in one of the tougher leagues. I mean, obviously, the Eredivisie is it's one of those like farmers leagues. There's one team that wins it every single year. It's always Ajax. But except for this past season, Feyenoord beat Ajax to the title. But it's the same thing with like France, where PSG wins all the time. Every now and then, Monaco or Lille will sneak in there and grab a title. But yeah, I forget how old this guy was. He was really young. A young rising striker in Europe. I don't see him moving to the MLS. But so between those two, I think
hopefully
Dineno would be the better choice. But
hopefully we can get people scouting like that will start convincing people to come to the MLS. I don't think that this is. I mean, I would hope that we're able to do that and get somebody like that, but I'm not sure if that's what NSC is gonna do. Nashville is probably gonna scout out that money ball, get the guy that is for cheap, get somebody good. But I don't know. I mean, do you think that it's time? It's time for Nashville to spend big and go for
absolutely.
the flashy guy.
I mean, if we can find the right option for cheap, obviously go for it. But I think if you find the right guy, go for it no matter the price.
Right.
So,
and it doesn't have to be just one. I mean, I would love it if it was, the one and the right one. But I don't know, man. I mean, I'm pretty excited to see what we do. I'm done just kind of speculating.
Yeah.
It's getting to that time.
I was scrolling through Twitter a little bit earlier, and I saw a little bit of talk amongst the Nashville fans over there about another potential guy. And there's a little bit of kind of credence to this one because this guy's manager, or his agent rather, follows Nashville on Instagram.
Okay.
So there may be something to this one.
They just started following them, or
I don't know. It's just they do follow them.
Like they're connected somehow.
Yeah.
So
he's a Honduran. His name is Albert Ellis, Elis.
Oh, is that the young guy?
Yeah, he's 27. He's like right around my age.
No, that's not yet.
No, you're thinking about the
El Salvador, I think it was, right?
I know who you're talking about.
There was a young guy. Yeah, I remember I posted it. He was not going to be DP material.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. We discussed him an episode or two ago.
Yeah, I forgot his name, and I don't have it in front of me. But something like that, where you can bring somebody that is, producing somewhere else, that is not really all the way up in price yet.
Yeah, that's the thing with this guy. So I'm looking at his his career path. He has MLS experience. He's been with Houston Dynamo in the past. Okay. He was with them from 2017 to 2020. Nice. And he seems like a solid goal scorer everywhere he goes. Okay. So from 2013 to 2016, he was with Olympia in Honduras, 25 goals in 62 appearances. Then he moved to Monterrey in Mexico, 5 appearances, 0 goals. But he went on loan to Houston Dynamo for the 2017 season, scored 10 goals in 26 appearances. Then Houston signed him on a permanent deal from 2018 to 2020, where he scored 24 goals in 62 appearances. Then from 2020 to 2022, he moved to Boa Vista in Portugal, 8 goals in 31 appearances. And then between the 2021-2022 season, he went to Bordeaux, which is France, I believe. Yeah, France. He went on loan to them, and he's still currently a Bordeaux player, but he's on loan from them now. But with Bordeaux, he has 10 goals in 36 appearances, and he's on loan to Brest, also in France right now.
So he's not been like a full-time player, I guess. for specific team, but either way, the appearances that he does
he seemed to be a pretty full-time player for Houston when he was here.
Okay.
62 appearances across
that one, yeah.
2 or 3 seasons, 2.5, I think. And
So
it's the same thing when he was with his first club in Honduras. 62 appearances for that team and Houston. He scored 25 for the Honduras team and 24 for Houston. So pretty consistent as well.
Yeah, he's producing, so he can definitely find the goal.
Yeah, and you know how much Gary loves these players with MLS experience, so
right.
I can definitely see this one happening.
Yeah, I mean, does that sound like a DP or being 27? I don't think so.
He also has 56 caps for Honduras with 12 goals.
I wonder if he would be playing. Let me
I'm not sure. He might be playing in the Gold Cup, yeah.
What was his name?
Alberth, Alberth.
Guess what?
Lselis.
He scored today.
Today?
He scored Alberth Ellis.
Yeah,
he scored
ELIS.
He scored to tie it in the 96th minute. Wow.
All right.
And there was a fight apparently because 2 of their Honduras and Qatar got red.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Wow. We just talk about him and he's scoring some goals there.
Yeah, I just scrolled down. I'm on his Wikipedia page. That's where I was reading through his career. This list of international goals. 29th of June, 2023 against Qatar.
Yeah, they win.
So yeah, we can watch Honduras for the Gold Cup. See how he's doing. But yeah, between those 3, obviously, I don't think the Norwegian guy's happening.
Yeah,
I think this guy Alberth, I believe, I feel like he'd be the most likely of the 3.
Yeah, it seems good. I mean, we need somebody like that to find the goal and seem like wherever he goes, he at least does his job.
Yeah, I think he'd be a solid signing. He's 6'1", so he's not short, so he can get up there for headers as well.
Yeah, it looks like he scored with a header on this one.
Yeah, he made 88 appearances total for Houston across 4 seasons with 34 goals.
So up next we have DC this Saturday. We're gonna have it's gonna be the military and first attendant kind of night, I guess. Americana, 4th of July, all that stuff. So we have the people from Food Bar giving out tickets to them, so that's pretty cool. Did you like one of the things that I did want to talk about too is the jersey? Did you like the 4th of July jersey?
Absolutely not.
4th of July / Marvel. Oh my goodness.
I don't. I'm not
Why
super
are we
into
doing
movies.
this?
I'm not super into movies anyway, and especially not superhero movies.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, just it is cool. They could have done some really cool things with this Marvel crossover, I feel, but they just did a weak Captain America shield and then gave that to every single team in the league.
Yeah, it's like everybody, Captain America. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, they could have done something unique for every team, I feel. Like, well, I mean, Zimmerman's already called Thor, we could have done something with Thor. But, I mean, I get it because 4th of July, whatever, but...
Yeah, well, the thing is 4th of July, and then I think on the 12th is going to be Marvel Night or something like that. For some reason, we're teaming up with Marvel, and we're doing something there.
Yeah, they want everybody to dress up as superheroes or something.
Yeah. I got my Captain America World War II costume, so I can just do that. I'll just be super hot in a leather jacket,
well,
in a helmet.
I'm not painting myself silver and carrying around a surfboard, so.
Why not?
Because I have work the following morning, and I'm never getting that silver off of me.
Yeah. Oh man. So, what are your thoughts on DC? I mean, they're in the middle of the table. We have the same games played. What are your thoughts on them?
I mean, they've clearly improved over last year, which wasn't too difficult, I don't think. But
yeah,
I mean, Benteke is having a pretty good season. 8 goals, 3 assists in 17 appearances. So, I mean, he's the guy to look out for sure. And also there's, it's Click or Klitsch, Klich. He has 7 assists for them, so they're playmaker to look out for. I mean, I think we're still missing very key players in Schaffelberg and Pico and Godoy. So I don't know who they're missing, but that's really bad for us.
Yeah, our pretty much our front end is gone.
But I feel we always play stronger at home.
Yeah,
way stronger. So I do think we stand a bit more of a chance than we would if this was at DC.
Yeah,
so
we'll definitely have to be louder.
Yeah.
Well,
this is Steven's last game, isn't it? Like as the head.
Yeah, that's true. That's something to mention. He's been doing really good. I think that he's moving.
I never heard. I don't know. I just saw he's stepping down.
Yeah, this is his last time cheering, and I guess that's a leader.
Yeah, he's the president of the Roadies.
Yeah,
he is like the head.
Yeah,
like one leading the chants for us.
Yeah, he's done a lot for this club and all throughout the year. So it's sad to see him go. I'm hoping to see somebody step up, and it'll be tough to fill those shoes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we have anybody that really, I want to say frequents, because the I don't know the guy's name that's always to our left, but he's always wearing the luchador mask. He's always up there. And then
I don't know him.
We usually have Aaron in front of us, but so I mean, there's like regulars up there, but I don't know. I don't see them taking the lead like that.
Taking the lead, yeah. We'll see.
But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, what's the what are your predictions in score?
I think we probably concede early.
That's been the trend lately.
Yeah, I mean, like, we've got Zimmerman back now, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we keep a clean sheet here. But throughout the 10 match unbeaten run, that was something I was super critical of. Like, yeah, we're not losing, but we didn't have a single clean sheet through that entire run.
Right.
Like, every single game we conceded at least one. So we were missing Zimmerman throughout that whole thing.
Yeah.
Between a minor injury and the Nations League. So while you look at that, like, yeah, 10 games straight without your strongest defender, that's great. You know, you didn't lose a match during that time, but such a strong start to this season. Joe had like 5 clean sheets in our first 7 matches.
Oh man. Yeah.
And I think he's only got 7 or 8 total now, because every match we're conceding at least 1 goal.
Yeah. I can see it because we're home. I can see it being a clean sheet. So I would say 1-0.
Yeah, I don't know. Hani likes to show up in Nashville for sure. So sure. I can see him scoring 2. And DC either gets 1 or 0. So either a 2-1 or a 2-0.
Okay. That's a good spread there. Either 1-0 or 2-0 or 2-1. We'll hit something there. We'll see. Yeah. Watch it be a shootout.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
This game's going to end 5-5 or 0-0.
There's some more there. Somewhere in between there, we'll see something. One more thing to point out. Apparently, Rooney is going to be... Rooney is the coach for DC. He's going to be leading our MLS All-Stars against Arsenal. Yeah. I don't know how that came to be, but hey.
Star power, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. And then somebody mentioned that Messi might make an appearance, but I doubt it. I mean, he needs his rest. Just leave him. He's gonna do some work here, so leave him alone. Let him rest some. But it'd be kind of cool, I guess. But it just would seem kind of out of nowhere, I guess, because it's supposed to be an all-star.
You mean an MLS all-star who's never made an appearance in the MLS?
Right. So I can understand Rooney taking DC from wooden spoon to the middle of the table. I mean, he's got stuff to work on, and he's been doing pretty good. So I don't know who else would be there other than, like you said, star power. But
it's just, I'm sure it's mostly because of who he is.
Yeah.
A Manchester United legend, so.
All right, so we got DC. We'll say either 1-0, 2-0, or 2-1. And then we got Chicago on the 8th. That one is away. That's when they came here, I was kind of worried, remember?
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't understand why.
Yeah, they're still down there, so I was worried for nothing. But hey, we lost to Montreal.
But Montreal's kind of had a turnaround since the start of the season.
True.
They're up in 8th now.
Yeah.
Chicago's down in 12th.
Yeah.
As of this recording.
Right. So I don't know. I mean, that one's gonna be a different one. I would say that one we should have people back. They will at least be on the bench. So I would say again 1-0, another clean sheet.
I don't know. We've struggled real hard on the road this season.
Yeah.
Like we eked out a win against Charlotte with a late penalty.
Yeah.
And other than that, it's just losses, lucky draws. I don't know. But it is, you factor that in, but it is also Chicago.
It is Chicago, yeah.
And they've apparently just signed somebody that no one was excited for because it's an older guy who's like past his prime. I don't remember who it was, but everybody was like, how are we supposed to take Chicago seriously? But I don't know. Feels disrespectful to say. I don't mean it that way, obviously, but I'm never really worried about DC or about Chicago.
Oh no. Yeah. So what's your score? I'd say 1-0.
I'll say 1-0 as well.
Yeah, just to keep it, just to be safe.
Yeah.
We'll have people back, but I'm pretty sure they won't show up until the 12th when we're back home. I guess that's all for now. If you have any questions or anything, let us know. We always appreciate you guys subscribing and following us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, anywhere that you can hear your podcast. We'll try.
Except for Apple Podcasts, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know why. Well, nobody does Apple.
I do.
Yeah.
Except for us, I use Spotify.
Yeah. But yeah, make sure to like us and share us with anybody that that likes Nashville SC. We'll see you at the games.
Yeah, I mean, when you're sharing us, don't like put their expectations too high. We just do this for fun. We're just two random fans. We're nothing special compared to pharmaceutical soccer's got like Steven and all them. But
yeah,
just two random fans that are in the stands every week, but giving our perspective just for fun.
Yeah. And if you have any perspective that you want to share with us, definitely let us know. We'll try to have some more people in to be guests or special guests coming in too. We'll see you guys.
Yeah, if anyone wants to come on, just say so.
Yep.
We don't mind pulling people on.
Well, thank you very much for listening. Have a good day.
Later.